G'day, it's Marty Ware here from youtube.com/martysgarden and www.pottedvegetablegarden.com. How you going today? Here we are to talk about cucumbers. Yes, growing cucumbers. I'm going to provide you some great tips and tricks and techniques along the way. And the first photo that we're looking at is some cucumbers that are growing vertical. Now, cucumbers are great growing vertically, and you can save a lot of space, especially if you're an urban or a small space gardener. Now, they've created a grid here to protect other seedlings from harsh sunlight while they're getting established. Now, that's a great idea, especially if you're lacking a little bit of water as well, because the water won't get evaporated out of the soil so quickly. And if you've just transplanted them out of pots and you don't want them to get the root shock, etc., then yeah, it's a fabulous idea to get them going. And you know, this type of trellis, if you had it in pots, the cucumbers, you could move it around too, but you know, that's just another thing that you may want to consider. Now, this type of trellis, you can use wire, you can use slats, you can use anything across here, as long as they can hook up onto it and they're feeling happy and healthy. So it's a great way to grow cucumbers vertical. So let's go and have a look at some more cucumbers, and I'll provide some more tips along the way. Here's our next photo. Yep, you can see them all scattered along the ground here. Now, what you've got to be really careful with cucumbers that are on the ground, when they're growing on the ground, is not to grow them straight on dirt. They can get rots and different things underneath. Slugs can get them across them and have chew on them and stuff like that. So I recommend that you have a soft type of mulch, like a sugarcane or a straw or something like that, underneath where they're growing and moving around on it. And so the cucumber, after it's set fruit, just sits on there nice and flat and won't get any problems with it. Now, the best time to pick your cucumbers is just before the belly's starting to change colour. You'll see it's starting to go a little bit white underneath, and just snap them off and you'll go and eat them. They won't have the full matured seed, and if they go too long they can get a little bit bitter. But you know, if they do still have a bit of a white belly and they haven't gone brown around the edges here where you snap them off, then they're usually still pretty good. Just means that the seeds are a bit bigger. Okay, so let's go to the next photo, and you can see here a vertical cucumber hanging down. And now I'll tell you a little trick about cucumbers. Is a lot of people worry about them getting pollinated, because they'll have these beautiful vines around and then they won't produce any fruit. So what they do is they produce a male and a female flower. So you've got to get the bee going in and around the pollinators, moving from the male to the female flower to get it pollinated. Now, what I recommend is, if you're going to hand pollinate, go from the male flower to the female flower and move it around. And that's, you know, that's a bit sad, takes a lot of time and stuff. So what you want to do is plant some herbs and flowers and things around that attract those pollinating insects, you know, such as lavenders and all the different herbs that you can get growing around. Just get lots of colour and lots of flowers with different colours, you know, calendulans, marigolds, all that type of stuff, and then those guys will come in and do the job, do the work for you. Now, this type of family, such as all the squashes and zucchinis and stuff, they get a mildew on the leaf, so you can spray the leaf with milk. Just water it down and spray the leaf. I just remove the leaves, but if you're worried about that, or if it's really a humid spot and it's starting to take over, you either remove the leaves or just get them when they're early and just use a light sprayer with a little bit of milk, about 25% to go. And make sure you use good friable soils with growing cucumbers, and you know, about every 6 weeks give them a nice few handfuls of chick manure, and you know, give them some seaweed every few weeks if you've got some lying around, and even some worm casting tea or wormweed if you've got some as well. And just make sure they get lots of water to drink, because as you know, they are quite a beautiful in the salads, but they're no good if they're dry. And they're also great for juices. If you're worried that you got too many, yep, just start juicing them and put them through the juicer and use them as a base for your juices. Alright, so I'm Marty Ware, and please click the link below if you want to learn more about growing urban gardening and growing food at home, etc. And you'll be headed over to my website and some other material that I've got inside there. And if you love us, subscribe so you can see more just like this. Alright guys, click the link down below, head over and check out my website, and I'll see you at the next video soon. Happy gardening. Bye.